Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, our cherished audience. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Awdad Chat. My name is Maria Musa and I have a beautiful new face in the house. I'll give her the opportunity to introduce herself to our audience.
Thank you very much. I am Lady Salama.
Mashallah, Lady Salama. Have you heard that? I am so excited to have you today. Welcome to the show. So before we go to the main topic of the day, I'll first of all like to acknowledge the fact that we've been away for some time and you might have probably thought we have abandoned you, but you know we cannot do that, and that is why we are back better. So please stay tuned. Can you give us quickly the honor of telling us what we have for the day?
Well, we are going to be talking about the balance between Deen and Dunya.
Wow, something I like to call the 2Ds, right?
Yeah. The Deen is our faith, which is our religion. That's an amana assigned to us. Whereas Dunya is worldly life, that's the present life we are living in now, which is temporal. We can balance between the two Deens, the 2Ds, through nurturing relationships, allocating time for family, work, and personal development. Not forgetting self-care, which isn't selfish.
Yeah,
remember, trying to fit in the society and trying to please other people is not the ultimate goal of every Muslim. We should focus on the Deen. That's very important.
Yeah. So basically, balancing is trying to ensure that you are at par with both your worldly life and your hereafter, not neglecting one and then focusing on the other. So at this point, I would like to find out from you whether you think it's actually possible to pursue your worldly affairs, maybe your career, your education, and what have you, without compromising on your dream.
Yes.
In what way?
Well, by focusing on the Deen, that's one, and focusing on the Sunnah and Quran, which will help you to not divert from Islamic rules assigned to us, which is going to help us in the hereafter. That is the Akhirah.
Yeah, and it's also good to, renew our intention. You know, intention is a big thing when it comes to Islam. So whatever you are doing is based on the niyyah that you have. So for instance, if you are pursuing your worldly goals and still ensuring that you are doing so to seek the pleasure of Allah, just by that niyyah, even though it's a worldly affair, you are rewarded for it. So that actually,
not forgetting the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad.
Exactly. So
that states intentions are made. Actions are made through intentions, and people will be,
they will be accountable based on the intentions that they had before taking particular actions. So to me, I just feel like, okay, if you make that intention, it becomes way easier, right?
And you'll be rewarded for it.
Exactly. So I know you are into a lot of things. You are in fact a married woman, a mother, you are an entrepreneur. How do you personally manage time for ibadah?
By schedule. It's very important. You have to schedule. And remember to wake up very early. There is this time before you, which is very good. If you practice it, it's a way of life. It should be a way of life. Time before you, that's waking up maybe 5 minutes before Fajr prayers. Then you pray that, and then you make time for, this time I have to attend to my kids, my husband, or maybe family, external family, or within. You get me? And you're not forgetting your job. Maybe today I'm supposed to go for a special occasion. Aside the special occasion, maybe you have a way to attend to. Me, for example, to entrepreneur and then fashion and so on.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you don't schedule, you can't balance the two. You can't.
That I think also comes down to time management, right? You're doing the same kind of scheduling, managing your time to ensure that okay, when it is Salat time, you don't miss out.
Yes.
And ensure that your day doesn't revolve around your Salah. Your Salah should revolve around your day. That means you are making it a priority instead of just making it as some just random thing that you have to do within your day. Right.
Yes.
So, what are some of the red flags that shows that you're actually drifting from your D and you are focusing too much on your dunya?
Focusing too much on the worldly life.
Yes.
Well, not praying on time. You know, this is time for Salat. Let's, for instance, Maghrib prayer. You know this telenovela thing.
Yeah.
Usually it's that time. Time for prayers, that's Maghrib time.
Yeah.
So instead of you to get up and instead of you to be focused on it, just watching it, and it's time for, and even through that, you are drifting from your day.
Yes, exactly.
Because you know you're supposed to be praying. You're not, it's time for praise. Instead of you to get up and pray, you'll be relaxing and then watching this telenovela, which won't be something that will help you in the year after.
Exactly. And I don't know whether these people who air some of these shows intentionally do that, but there was a time that during Asri there was a banging telenovela which people were brooding over too much, and there was a time that during Maghrib up to Isha you find out that at all these times there are something which strategically I would say was fashioned against us in our prayers, which is very bad. So that is where like it comes to fighting your nerves, putting the fact that Allah's desires, exactly, putting your desires behind what Allah has enshrined in His glorious Quran. So it's very important for us. It's like a battle between you and that desire. So it's very important for us to, take note of that. And I would also like to chip in that maybe you are a businesswoman, the moment you start finding out you are doing something which is not halal, just so you can promote your business, to get it by all means, that also means you are drifting away now because you are not being conscious of
your game.
Exactly. You are not, it's consuming haram too is a very major sin in Islam. So the moment you start spotting all these things, something which basically does not conform to the deen, that means like you are drifting away and you need to check your priorities right.
What role does intention play in balancing our worldly life and spiritual life?
We actually discussed this earlier when we talked about when compromising your faith.
Okay.
When we quoted the hadith that whatever you do is based on your intention. Intention is very key in Islam. It's very important. If your intention was not right, trust me, even if you went to perform Umrah or Hajj, it nullifies it if you did it for show off. So it's very important, whatever we are going to do, let's just make the right niyyah. And then you find out that something as simple as just sleep, if you went to sleep with the intention of resting so that you can give your body
energy for other ways, through Islamic ways,
you get rewarded. So you see how Islam has simplified a lot of things for us. So from this point, I would encourage us and also our viewers to always renew their intention. Whatever work you are doing, as long as it's halal, just wake up with the mindset that I'm doing it for the sake of Allah. Exactly, and then you are good to go. But let me quickly probe this, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Whether you can share an experience where you had to choose between the Deen and the Dunya, and how that has shaped you, or vice versa, and how that has shaped you.
Well, throwback to when I completed BCHS. I used to work for a certain travel agency. This Monday, the one I was working for was the secretary. He's having 2 wives actually. And the second wife, she was so good to me. And this man was harassing me, wow. It was serious. Texting me, love messages. And excuse me, his English wasn't good, so I always laugh at it. But then I was like, no, I can't do that to him. So I told my friends, girls, I was like, hey, when you said the man I'm working with, or having or so pembe, those kind of things. So one friend of mine was like, hey, Salapa, if I were you, I'll chop his money. I didn't say anything to my house, like, no, this is wrong me. It's out of our religion. I can't do that. I just so I had to quit the job. I did that.
Wow.
My brother was not okay when I quit the job, but my mom, I told her what happened. So my brother, when I quit at that time, I was writing an exams, so I needed time to study as well. So when I told my brother, he was angry and all that, but I didn't tell him that this was what happened. So later, for some months later, after I was done with the exams and all, so I explained to him, this was what happened, and he was so proud of me. Trust me.
Wow.
He was like, wow. That's good.
You actually did it.
And it shaped me.
Wow. In what way?
It shaped me. Because looking back, I didn't do something that was against Islam. That was against the teachings of the Prophet. Because, this kind of thing. It should, in case maybe I chop his one or something, that my own is maybe something done to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Allah has assigned husbands, they can marry up to 4 wives.
Yeah.
And maybe, inshallah, maybe in the future, my husband wants to add another wife to me, and then look at what I did back then.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's cheating or something because I didn't do. Trust me, Allah wouldn't allow that to happen. Yeah.
So definitely that means when you leave something for the sake of Allah, He blesses you with something better. And I'm sure when you quit the job, you have something better, right?
Actually, then I was writing up, so I didn't go in for any job.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go in, but I think I focused on I was helping my mom. Yeah, that was what I did. I actually was helping my mom at a shop. Yeah.
Oh, that was excellent move. I mean, not everyone has this bold move to actually reject something like this, especially from bosses. There is this pride. I
didn't even think I was supposed to take my salary. I didn't even go for the salary.
Hey,
serious.
Wow.
Yes, because I was not okay with the harassment. It was serious. That's how I got to. But what helped me was I was not replying his messages. I was just taking. So it helped me. And now when I see them around me, they are kind of family friends. We are all still so good. And the wife too, she likes me because of what happened.
You made such a good move.
And inshallah, I'll be telling my kids about it.
So that I am pretty sure even our audience are taking something from it. If you are in such a situation, you know that just pursue what is best, which is to just leave. Because come to think of it, if you had succumbed, what would have happened at the end?
Maybe that time I was too late, so I couldn't understand.
Yes.
Maybe I could even get up because my own it would want there.
Yes, exactly. Which is very bad. So let's always be conscious when it comes to some of these things. It's actually very important. So I don't know if you have any other thing to share, but there is this phenomenon where a lot of people come or see themselves in the light of don't judge me. Most times when you try to correct someone, they feel offended and
they'll even be like, yeah, this kind of things.
Yeah. As your one like those things, there is a lot of that going on around. So how can we actually support people or ladies or Muslims who are in such a situation, who genuinely need support to balance between without they feeling guilty, maybe of their past or feeling burnt out?
Well, we should focus on our deen. It's very important. We should follow what Allah says, the teachings of the prophets, the Sahabiyas, like some things they did, we should learn from it. And don't follow public thing like, I don't know if you get me. Say, emperor has them. No.
Yeah.
You should focus on the hereafter. It's very important. All this, I want to be this, I want to be temporal. It's temporal.
Especially the era of social media, you find out that like a lot of people just want to be known and stuff. So I was also I want us to actually look at how we can actually support people who genuinely want to balance between these two and are finding this difficult to because of maybe their past. So to me, actually, I think sometimes it's important for us to draw the people closer to us. Sometimes people genuinely want to change, right? So when you draw them closer, they feel a sense of belonging, a sense of community, and it becomes easy for them to, open up to you, share their grievances with you, so that you can also offer support for them. Don't you think so?
I think so, and they should take prayers it's very important. It's prayers, dua, like you pray, talk to God. Because sometimes it's only be conscious to you. If you are but it doesn't align with the teachings of the Prophet and Islam. So if you pray, Allah will shape you in a way that everything is about Allah. Everything on this world is about Allah. Allah will shape you in a way that when you are trying to do it, you feel some guilt. You get me? So one has to you stop. You stop. You do it for social rights or something like that.
All right. So do you have anything else for me?
Not really.
Okay, so I think we should be wrapping up with the entire discussion. Basically, we discussed how to balance between Deen and Dunya. By doing that, we are ensuring that you are not compromising on the other. If you are a career woman, you are schooling, understand that you can manage all these things together with your family life, just as the Salama is doing, and ensuring that she's not also transgressing the bounds. Exactly. So can you also share briefly the wrap up of the conversation?
Well, focus on Allah, the teachings of the prophets, and this social media thing. We can go there and learn a lot through the content we follow. Because maybe I'm following Mufti, he'll be preaching or these Muslim speakers and their lives. You learn a lot.
It's true.
You learn a lot. And make sure you follow footsteps of, like, examples. Take role models. Our mother should always be our first role model. We should take their steps. Like me, for instance, my mom, she's hardworking. So those who know me really well, they'll tell me that Salama is hardworking. I'm not blind. I'll try something today. I don't want to be there, not doing anything. I'll try, even if it's someone's, then I'll sell it to get, even if it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's my money. I can do whatever I want to do. And it's in halal. I'm not stealing or taking someone's money.
Yeah. So to wrap up, I would also encourage us to avoid being overly ambitious. Sometimes excessive ambition forces us to
Go wayward.
Exactly, do some things that we are not supposed to do. And then we should also swallow our pride when it comes to earning halal.
And learning as well, because education is important in Islam.
There is no benefit in trying to accumulate haram wealth. In the end, it's not going to save you, right? And you are the one who is going to bear the consequences of that actions. So let's do well and ensure that we balance our Deen and Dunya well without compromising on the other, right? Are we good?
Yeah, good.
Unfortunately, we have to bring the discussion to an end. So I would like to say a very big thank you to you all for joining us. Don't forget to share our content to your audience, like, comment, and then let us know your thoughts about this as well. And of course, if you have another topic you want us to discuss, we are open to your opinions. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.